Hey, what's going on, everyone? Anton Stetner here with the Real Estate Solutions Group. For those of you that don't know, I love me some scripts and dialogues and lead conversion. And so this kind of crazy, nasty graphic thing, flow chart that we have behind us here is what we go through to convert our leads into appointments. And I just want to take a moment to share it with you guys about the process that we go through. So first off, you've got a lead. You're going to run into an objection. You then need to get an appointment, and then ultimately qualify the appointment. Okay, the first thing with a lead is always remember you're trying to accomplish three things with every lead: get an appointment, get a referral, or strengthen the relationship. We have another video where we talk more in depth about that, but always be keeping that in mind. As you start to come into the process, what's going to happen is you're going to bounce in and out of this right here. So always be thinking a little NLP, a little neuro-linguistic programming, and focus on, okay, what's my script? How am I going to handle the objection? And handling the objection is not necessarily telling them the full answer to the problem. It's telling them partial answers to the problem. It's not fully giving away every bit of the information, but it's handling it enough to where they feel confident with you in order to give the appointment. You can always sidestep what they're talking about. So if for some reason the objection is just not a true objection, you can just, boom, blow right past it. Remember, reflex support bridge is an objection handling technique, and also feel, felt, found is another objection handling technique. What happens also too after your objection, you drop in one of your scripts or something like that, and it doesn't work, you didn't quite get the appointment. One of the things you need to pop out to is kind of our loop over here. Focus on, the first one that we always want to focus on is the dream, the why. If you were to sell this home, where are you going to go? What would that accomplish for you? Forward, family, occupation, recreation, dreams. How does that relate to your job? How does that relate to what you do for fun? Keep controlling the conversation via questions. Use pain versus pleasure, fear of loss, value and benefit. When you're using pain versus pleasure is tell them about the pain that they will suffer if they don't do it, and then the pleasurable outcome if they do. Fear of loss is, to give you an example, let's just say it was a buyer. How would you feel if Smith was on this mailbox tomorrow instead of your last name? Value, tell you the value in which they would get if they were to work with you. What's the other benefits they may receive? Hey, one of the benefits of using our team is there are multiple real estate agents that are always available for you. Now, moving along, the other things that you can do during that objection phase is sometimes you got to get them moving through this, and you just got to get them to say yes, maybe interrupt their pattern or use a tie down. Saying yes, an example of that would be, let's just say it's an expired, and the expired listing is saying, man, all these real estate agents are calling me. I can't get them to quit calling me. They're driving me crazy. And you just say, you know what, real estate agents drive me crazy too. Wouldn't you agree? Well, of course you're going to say yes to that. Using a pattern interrupt, sometimes just say their name. Say something. Get them to stop on the tirade that it is that they're going through. Tie downs. Wouldn't it, couldn't it, shouldn't it? Don't you agree? Couldn't you agree with that? Do you see the benefit in that? After all of these, once you basically have gone lead, objection, immediately go for the appointment. Don't get stuck in one of these for a long period of time. It's lead, script, objection, script, appointment. Be willing to ask for that appointment about 3 to 4 times, but keep moving. And then once you have the appointment, qualify the appointment. Another good way to qualify them would be to say something like, excellent, I look forward to meeting with you at 3. And now before I get there, I have a few questions I'd like to ask you just so I can make the best use of your time. Then go through your qualification questions. The thing to always remember during any dialogue is always close for your next appointment. Because sometimes you're not going to get the appointment right away, and so you're just going to work on strengthening the relationship. And so during that strengthening the relationship, you would maybe say, would it be all right if I followed up with you again next week on Wednesday? Or you're at an appointment with someone, you're face-to-face, close for the next appointment. Just remember, if you have an appointment, you're in front of them now, or you've got them on the phone for your appointment, the second that appointment happens, close for your next one. Hey, I'm Anton Stetner with the Real Estate Solutions Group. Subscribe above, comment below. We'll update you as we go.